Hello again. I'm Desi Lydic. Elections. They're a good gauge for measuring who your class considers the smartest, prettiest, and coolest. Unless you're up against Rachel Pearson, who just brought everyone cupcakes because her dad is rich. But is our election system as foolproof as we think? I continue to investigate in my ongoing Pulitzer grab of a segment, Vote-Demic 2022, our crumbling election infrastructure. You, Rachel. Previously, I explored the paper shortage that could affect ballots this election. That's you. But something tells me that's not the only problem we're facing. I'm back with Tammy at Democracy Fund.
Tammy, we gotta talk.
To find out what else could go wrong. So last time we discussed pre-election, what about election day itself? What are we looking at?
We don't have enough poll workers.
What?
So part of the challenge with poll workers is that we need hundreds of thousands of them every election. And in this moment, we have a lot of people that are saying they don't want to come back. Some of our former poll workers are aging out. We don't have as many young people stepping in. And part of that is because of the incivility that we have around elections right now. People are being threatened, and they're not really wanting to serve in a role where they subject themselves to the onslaught of ridicule sometimes from their fellow community members.
Yeah, if they wanted to do that, they would become comedians. Just kidding. But Tammy's right. It's becoming harder and harder to find Americans to be poll workers.
We have a poll worker shortage in this country.
There's a poll worker shortage.
Because of the constant barrage of harassment at our office, a lot of us across the state are worried about how it will affect even poll worker recruitment.
And under these conditions, why would anybody want to work the polls?
In elections, it tends to really be all about the food. So if you talk to poll workers, the election day potluck,
There's a potluck?
you will not believe their enthusiasm around the topic, who should bring what, who doesn't bring enough.
I love a potluck. I love a potluck. I needed to find out more about this potluck, poll worker problem. So I'm in Maryland, one of the many states with low poll worker numbers, to talk with election director Tracy Dickerson. Can you explain to me what a poll worker does?
A poll worker is our first line of defense. Without them, we cannot run an election. They check in voters, they issue ballots, and they also maintain the integrity part of the election.
Do you ever, just for fun, try to get people to vote one way or the other?
No, we don't do that in here. We're election officials, and we're 100% nonpartisan.
Right, nonpartisan, completely nonpartisan.
Absolutely not. We take it serious.
Serious.
We don't joke about that in here.
No, I wouldn't joke.
Stop winking.
Why are we experiencing poll worker shortages right now?
It's hard to say. The atmosphere in elections has drastically changed. Some poll workers receive threats, or when people come in to vote, they get stuff thrown at them. I don't know if that is an issue, but they're in dire need. And I believe they're in dire need across the country.
Have you tried offering some perks, stock options, 401k, that sort of thing?
Unfortunately, that poll workers are only more or less volunteer, so people basically do it for their community because their job is so important. You cannot run an election without them.
Gosh. So would you say this is a thankless job or an incredibly thankless job?
Yeah, it's a thankless job because nobody thinks about it until it's an election year, and they just assume that the polling places show up and that they're just there.
Someone should come along and just say thank you. Just say thank you. And someone will, because you deserve it.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome. I heard that there's a potluck happening where people bring a lot of delicious food. Is that true?
Absolutely. They actually set up full-fledged banquet-type meals.
Is that free to the public?
No, it's for the poll workers.
Right. And how do I become a poll worker?
You could sign up and take training.
Damn it. Okay. I decided to give poll worker training a try and was learning a lot. But when it came to the most important part of poll working, I heard there was a potluck situation. When does that start up? Does that start now?
Potluck could happen on Monday night or election day.
So that's not happening today.
Not today.
Okay, so if potlucks aren't going to save democracy, what is?
My name's Joe Plunzler. I'm a veteran, and I'm also a board member with Vet the Vote.
What is Vet the Vote?
So Vet the Vote is a nationwide public awareness campaign to recruit 100,000 election poll workers this year.
What have you learned from being a poll worker?
You know, if anyone doubts like how polling stations are run or the outcomes of elections, come in and see the process. You'll see like the two-party integrity around every voting machine. I mean, if you come in the door as a skeptic, you're going to leave a believer, guaranteed. And coming from the military, being a poll worker is kind of like the same thing. I mean, you're helping your community, not at the level of politics, but at the level of civics, to make some democracy.
I'm convinced.
I wasn't actually convinced, but I'm a sucker for a power vest, so I decided to finish my training.
This is pretty high tech. This is some hacker stuff right here.
We don't say that around here.
Sorry.
So this is a zero report, and this shows to the public that this machine has arrived at the polling place in the state that it left this building with 0 votes on it.
So this much paper is required to show 0 votes.
Correct.
I know why there's a paper shortage.
I may not have been able to fix our broken voting system.
Just like this.
Just like that.
I broke it.
But I will say that if voting goes smoothly in your county, you have a poll worker to thank.